What if I told you a group of ordinary people planned the most daring billionaire heist ever, stealing $20 million hidden inside a priceless gold Ferrari? At the beginning of the story, we see a man named Josh. Let's see him planning to steal $1 million. One day, Mr. Simon, the general manager of the building, told Josh that he wanted to see Charlie and that Charlie would be able to meet him for the next 30 days. Charlie arrived at the office 20 minutes early. After a while, Mr. Simon told Josh that he would have to vacate the penthouse of a man named Mr. Fizu. Josh went to Fizu's house and learned that Fizu had not paid the rent on the penthouse for a long time. Lester, the building's doorman, told Josh that he was going to retire next year after having invested all his money wisely. Josh and Lester noticed a car parked outside the building for the last 2 days. Suddenly, an alarm called Code Black went off. When they looked around, the man was nowhere to be found, but soon they got news that Arthur had been kidnapped. Then a woman introduced herself as Agent Claire Denham and said Arthur was trying to escape from the police. It was revealed that Arthur had defrauded crores of rupees, and orders were given to freeze all his properties so everyone could benefit. After hearing about this scam, everyone became very angry because they had lost all their money. After paying $1 million, the bell was found ringing, but Arthur was found in his penthouse. Agent Claire announced that this penthouse was no less than a high-security prison. She asked Arthur about a particular car parked there. Arthur said it was a 1963 Ferrari 250 GT previously owned by Steve McQueen. Before being taken away, Arthur asked Josh to send him food, since he was now imprisoned in the penthouse. Later, Josh asked Claire if Arthur was really innocent and how they could get their money back. Claire said it was complicated. A few hours later, Josh received a call and went straight to the hospital, where Charlie told him that Lester was about to step in front of a train. At the same time, Josh got another call and went to the penthouse to meet Arthur, but Charlie explained that he could not go upstairs right then. Fizu arrived and said he was going to be jailed, and that his wife had taken his children. Fizu said he must have found out about Arthur's fraud a year ago. Josh asked Fizu why Arthur took $73,000 from Lester 2 months ago. Fizu said Arthur must have done it to live his lavish life. Then the FBI got involved. Josh confronted Arthur directly about the money from Lester. Arthur said he had invested Lester's money. Charlie told Arthur to be careful, but Arthur panicked and said he couldn't afford to make a mistake. Josh asked if he would make a difference, and Arthur said absolutely not. At that moment, Arthur felt unwell. Later, Mr. Simon summoned Josh to his office and told him that no matter how much money Arthur had stolen, what Josh and his associates did was not right. Tired of everyone being fired, Josh called Mrs. Levanko to wish her luck for her law exam, then said goodbye to the rest of the staff and left. Later, Josh met Raj and Claire at a club. Josh told Claire he was going to do his best. A little later, both were drunk. Claire said she shouldn't say this, but Arthur had hidden $20 million of his property somewhere, and the FBI had not been able to find it so far. Hearing this, Josh saw some safes and brought Enrique, Charlie, and Fizu to his house. Josh had a sinister plan in mind. He told them that Arthur had done some repairs to his penthouse some time ago, and Josh was sure that the $20 million were hidden there. Even the FBI could not find this safe because it might be hidden in a wall of the house. Josh said none of them knew how to steal. They were all gentle and had never even killed a fly in their lives. When asked how to steal $1 million, Josh said he knew a man who could help them carry out this mission. We then see that Slide was tied up in jail when a policeman came and told him someone had bailed him out. When Slide exited the police station, Josh was waiting and said he needed Slide's help. Josh stopped the car and told Arthur about the mission to steal $1 million. Soon, he went to meet Slide with his team. Josh told everyone that Slide had spent a lot of time in jail, so he could definitely help them. Josh said he included Slide in the team to learn from him. Josh asked Slide to teach them and make them experts like him. Slide asked them to steal one thing from the mall as a test. A little scared, the three completed the task and gathered at Josh's house to plan further. Josh told them he had the tower's cameras and security guards figured out and was planning how to enter the penthouse. While they were planning, Agent Claire arrived. At the same time, Arthur decided to sue Josh for breaking the Ferrari's glass, but if Josh apologized, Arthur wouldn't pursue it. Eventually, Josh apologized so he could inspect the penthouse carefully. Before leaving, Arthur asked Claire if she would go out with him on Saturday night, and Claire happily agreed. Josh then met Odessa, who worked in the tower. Josh showed her the safe and asked if she knew how to open it. Odessa said it had many spindles that needed to be used to open it. The next morning, Josh and Enrique watched the towers and saw Charlie entering. When Josh asked Charlie for an answer, Charlie said Mr. Simmons had hired him again, so he refused to be part of Josh's plan. He said he wanted the job for the sake of his wife and child and wouldn't let them steal from the tower. Meanwhile, Agent Claire received news that Arthur's hearing had been held. After Arthur's case, Josh would be put in jail that week. On Thanksgiving Day, Josh told Enrique that Charlie's wife was going to visit Enrique's house by train. Enrique found Charlie's wife and stole her phone. At the same time, Arthur was being taken out of his penthouse to court. Soon, Enrique returned with the phone, and Josh saw something important. Meanwhile, Charlie received a message from his wife that their child was about to be born, so he rushed away. As soon as Charlie left, Josh and his accomplices went to work and soon were secretly inside the tower. Mr. Simmons, wearing a slide suit boot, was sitting in his office, saying he had come to see Fizu's repair work on behalf of the bank. Odessa brought a birthday cake, and the whole staff was celebrating. Odessa attacked her and knocked her unconscious. Meanwhile, Slide entered the elevator. Josh found a hollow wall inside the penthouse and happily started breaking it. Suddenly, Slide came from behind and pointed a gun at him, but Odessa put a gun to Slide's head, and Josh took the opportunity. Claire realized something was wrong and immediately took Arthur back to the tower. Charlie also returned to the tower after being misled by false news earlier. His wife was in the hospital. No one had seen Josh there. In the penthouse, the team managed to open Odessa's safe, but as soon as it opened, the ground slipped under their feet. The safe was completely empty. Seeing this, Slide said he was leaving. Suddenly, he tried to snatch his gun back from Fizu, but a bullet was fired, hitting the Ferrari. Josh's eyes fell on the car, and he hit it. That's when Josh got an idea. A very large crane was used to clean the glass of the tower. Josh asked Enrique to bring down this crane. He put a big glass pane on the penthouse, and it was done through the crane. Meanwhile, Claire told Arthur she thought his house was being burglarized because someone deliberately took him out of the penthouse on that day by giving the wrong date. Josh asked Fizu to pull the car into his house as soon as possible, but Fizu was terrified. FBI agents started knocking on the penthouse door. Josh and Slide quickly climbed down the crime rope and slowly descended. Eventually, Josh and Slide got down and entered the apartment. Suddenly, Fizu's hand slipped, and he was about to fall and die, but Josh saved him by holding his hand. Josh then revealed that the entire car was made of gold and was worth $45 million. Now, they thought about how to take the car from the elevator. They all put the car on top of the elevator. At the same time, Claire took her companions and Arthur to the tower quickly. Josh and Slide were still standing on the roof of the elevator when suddenly the elevator started going down rapidly. Soon, it stopped. Josh called Lester and said there had been a slight change in the plan and that he had to take the car out of the tower at any cost. Meanwhile, when Arthur and the agents reached the penthouse, they were surprised to see the Ferrari guy. Soon after, Claire went into the security room and saw a truck speeding out of the tower. She understood the Ferrari was in that truck. Lester was driving the truck, ripping through the crowd. The agents soon followed him. Lester said he had gone out like this and wondered what was going on while driving away the car. Shortly after, the FBI arrested Josh and his team on suspicion of car theft. The Kira police took them all to the police station in the same truck with Arthur. Arthur told Josh and his companions that they would be ready for themselves in a few days. When Josh revealed that he had found Arthur's dark cause notebook, Arthur was terrified. He offered Josh and his team 10 times the price of the car, $450 million, but Enrique refused. Enrique had taken his law exam 3 days ago and had passed it thanks to Levanco. That notebook was surrendered to the Registrar General of India, and Josh and his associates were released at the same time, in the end reaching the roof of the tower. Suddenly, they removed the clothes covering the swimming pool, revealing that they had taken the car into the swimming pool. Finally, a few days later, a box arrived outside the houses of the tower staff. When they opened it, they zoomed with joy. Inside was a part of a gold Ferrari. Even after spending 2 years in jail, Josh had a smile on his face. What would you have done in their place? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories like this.